Once upon a time, there was a very beautiful princess, so she was called Mary the Beautiful. Their kingdom is near a small forest where the fragrant beauty can freely roam. The forest is filled with a variety of beautiful, colorful, and fragrant flowering plants. The princess has a habit of picking and walking in what seems to be a perfect garden just for a princess like her. One day, during her outing, she met a new face, a handsome young man, who is also about the same age as the beautiful princess. The princess felt something strange about that handsome young man, unknown to the princess, as well as the feelings of her new acquaintance. The young man introduced himself as a prince of a distant and strange kingdom. Every day, the two met and were together in the forest until the prince confessed his love to the girl, which the princess gladly accepted because she felt the same. While they were walking together in the forest, they decided to enjoy themselves under the fragrant plant that the princess was often proud of. The flower of this beautiful plant cannot be denied, but the plants and the flowers in our kingdom are much more beautiful and fragrant, said the prince while caressing the cheek of the princess. Why? Where is your kingdom? Replied the princess softly. Our kingdom cannot be reached by a man with an earthly body. The mysterious answer of the prince, who seems to have doubts. Why not? Asked princess in a shock while observing the sad face of the prince she loved. I have to go back to our kingdom because otherwise we will never see each other again. I would like to take you with me, but we can't really have people like you in our kingdom. Goodbye, princess. I wish we could meet again here in this garden tonight. I'll be waiting for you, cried for the princess, saddened by the departure of her beloved. I'll try, princess, the prince promised to the beautiful Maryang Maganda. That night, Maryang Maganda waited for her lover. Before midnight, the prince did arrive, and the worried princess was very pleased. They walked hand in hand through the forest of beautiful plants, with the moon and the stars shining on their path. What they talked about until suddenly the prince turned around as if someone called him. I need to leave, my love. Midnight can catch me. If I don't leave now, I won't be able to come back to us. You're the only one I love when you get old. And bestowed a sweet kiss on the lips of the confused Maryang Maganda. Unable to be separated from his beloved, he tightly held the prince's hand. No matter how hard the prince pulled his hand, he could not get it out of the prince's grief. As they pulled away, the prince suddenly disappeared like a bubble. But the prince's two severed hands were left in the prince's hand. In fear, the princess turned around and headed for a nearby pit. There, Maryang Maganda threw and worried the magical hand of the she-called prince. The princess returned to the forest after a few days, only to find that the strange plant had grown up where she buried the prince's magical hand. This plant has broad leaves and no branches. After a few days, it bloomed. Every day, the princess returned to the forest until the flower was replaced by a bunga, or it called boar fruit, the fruit of a strange plant, and seems like an inviting hand. This is the first banana.